I am playing Civilization 5 with the Brave New World expansion. No, I'm playing Civilization 5 with Gods and Kings and the Red World War II mod. I was watching some YouTube videos on it, and apparently nobody's ever finished it on YouTube. So I'm gonna just click away at it, maybe like a half hour every time I get access to a computer that can play Civilization 5. And we'll see how it goes from there. I'm going to be playing as Benito Mussolini here. Italy, Mare Nostrum. I'm gonna be playing on Faggot beginner difficulty. Single player because internet fam. Alternate history on, reveal all cities, extra autosave. Autosave's sort of important. And I'm gonna play West Wall just to shake things up a little bit without Maginot Line, because we all know how it went with the Maginot Line. Anyways, so here we go. Game is set up. Now, if you don't know, Red World War II is a little different from the core mechanics of the game. It plays like in a lot more involved way. There's a totally different production system that's more akin to like grand strategy games. The turns play out a little differently. The units are a lot tougher and have a lot more give. And the strategy is just deeper than the core Civilization 5 game in almost every way. I'm going to be playing all of Europe here as Benito Mussolini, obviously, as I went over before. And we'll see what kind of place I take. Definitely different from Italy in real life, because this is sort of an alternate history thing, and I want to butterfly as much as I can to see how things turn out. So, will we restore the Roman Empire? Here we go. Let's go to war, guys. Go to war. This has some frame rate issues sometimes. Okay, so I got Italy here. I'm gonna zoom out. So my options are go to France like real Italy did in Africa, or I can go. I think I'm probably gonna go east to Yugoslavia and Romania and those places. What do I start with? I start with like sort of an army, I guess. Fairly good navy. Again, I'm gonna focus, because I have a great navy, on domination of the Mediterranean here. Gonna first work on, this would be Corsica, right? But blocking off Gibraltar is important. Anyways, but first, I think alternate history's on, so let's discuss. No, I haven't played this mod in a while. Let's do a defensive pact, Adolf. We'll make this deal work. Oh, he doesn't see a way for this deal to work. Maybe he'll come with me. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just totally fucked. Okay, so I'll just move my navy this away. Malta may end up being a problem for me. You know, this fleet, according to Mussolini, could have destroyed the Royal Navy in half an hour. A lot of people think that was a stupid thing of Benito to have said. I really think it wasn't that stupid as it was Italian, a very Italian thing for him to have said. And, you know, it was nothing to scoff at, the Italian fleet. I'm not sure. I don't really think I have much of a problem with the... Oh yeah, we got these guys. I should bring battleships over... How about 2 battleships and a destroyer over to Yugoslavia, because that's where I'm going to be doing it. I think they can still bombard. And I will bring these guys over to... here. Benghazi. Hey, it's Hillary's favorite city. Okay, unit needs orders. Go east. Do not go west, young man. I think there's a limit on when you can declare war. So a lot of it's really preparation before that date. Not like, you know, big wars, but any wars whatsoever. Gotta bring some artillery. And I will move most of my air force to northern Italy because it's really not doing me that much good in southern, like, central Italy. It's still northern Italy. Florence is northern Italy, right? I remember an Italian guy telling me that Florence was northern Italy, Rome wasn't, and that was the... Okay, you do nothing. Let's rebase this to Trieste. Trieste. I don't speak Italian. I can understand a fair amount of Italian. Like my parents used to say, Connor can speak anything. No, once you get like one Latin language, you can sort of get the gist of the rest of them. You know how it works. Split will be a great bombardment target, I think. I'm sorry if my Croatian friend is watching, but sometimes El Duce just needs more land to grow potatoes on. Or wouldn't be potatoes, and it'll be wheat. More land to grow wheat on. So, again, this is a little bit arduous at the beginning because you have to you have to really get your preparation on point to prepare for war. Okay, Olivia, I'm sorry for clicking on you. Alert. Alert. Roads. I'm not producing it. It makes you produce manually, I think. 10 turns. Large. How about a large air factory? Because I want some heavy bombers here, like choose production, factory, bank. A lot of these productions are really slow. 34 turns. Like, again, it's not because the game is just set at such a slow rate, it's just because I don't know, barracks, because it tells me to. Just being a liberal, doing what they tell me to. This is definitely a land factory. This is where most of my land is going to come from. Northern Italy, closest to the fight. Trieste. A barracks. Let's do a barracks. And Trieste. Okay, next turn. We're on turn 2, as long as that took. Allies have to capture 13 cities up on the top, it says so, in Axis 8. But those are, I believe those are cities that are directly controlled by the enemy. So, I guess I could even go for Greece, because Greece is part of the Allies in this. From the beginning, I could go for Greece and fortify France when Germany declares war on France. Turn for the barbarians! Didn't know there were barbarians in this. Anyways. Waiting for the world to change. Hey, I'm actually gaining oil. Guess I don't have enough units out. Infantry. This will be just as close to the border, but whatever. Some artillery. Heavy and light artillery, there's certain differences. And they can stack. I don't know if they can stack on... Yeah, okay. You do nothing, you do nothing, you do nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna send this submarine out. See where there is a British or French, or like a small French and a big British fleet out here somewhere. I just have to find it and... Oh, yep, there it is. So, yeah, I forgot I wasn't at war for a second. So, I mean, battleships don't really do that well against battleships, but what else do I even have the fleet for? As long as I get, like, 3 hitting 1, it's not that bad. The bottom strategy in this is how many guns do you want shooting on you as far as naval warfare goes. If you can eliminate one, you're at a huge advantage. Especially if they're spreading out their fire. Alert! Alert! You two. I know. The Soldati class. Head over to Split. Oh wait, no, they can't bombard, can they? Here we go. Also, cities are obscenely strong in this, if I remember correctly. I don't... Will I even need a... City Birini? Also be going to Alamein, allied with the UK. It's tough to do that, to do the whole, you know, alliance thing. I'll just do this. Bombardment. Okie dokie. Here we go, guys. Maybe I should even bring this up to... Nah, it's too late now. If I was gonna do that, it would be first turn. Okay. Let's see. Herculeon, Rhodes. I need to produce something in Rhodes. I don't even... Buy war bonds. War bonds campaign in Rhodes. I know the Greek Isles will be really keen to support the Italian war effort if I know anything about history. Destroyer. Who's breaking these trade routes? Must be my own military. There's some complicated shit going on in this scenario. Next turn. Again, these first few turns are not going to be fast-paced. I'm just going to... I've said this 3 times already, but I'm just gonna try to set things up. This will be most of the first episode. But I'm going to play about half hour every time I get access to this computer, which is not at my house. Sometimes every week, sometimes twice a week, it depends. So, here we are. Turn for the city-states. I wish we could get Romania and Hungary on our side a little more. But they need like thousands of gold to do much. Loading. We are about 10 minutes in, I believe. 10-15 minutes, if you include all the menus. Genova. So in Genova, I'm gonna buy a barracks and change the production to some infantry because I am going to need some help on the French front once France starts fighting against me. Alrighty. Unit needs orders. Alert. Split. Here we are. You go up to the front line and stack. Alert. Sì, di Berini. I'm actually gonna bring this. I don't see any imminent danger right there. Could be my downfall, but I'm gonna bring this up to the other fleet. Bring this over here to kill a battleship. Here. Nothing. Do nothing. Just do nothing, buddy. I don't want to put these guys to sleep because I might forget about them later because I'm a dumb fuck. Okay, you go on full alert. Next turn. Now I'll be able to declare war soon. Until turn 3, so next turn, I guess. And this has a cool territory taking mechanic too. You're allowed to like you don't take the entire immediate territory around a city. When you take the territory, you take... Oh, Greece has denounced Germany. Shit's gonna go down. You take the territory that you roll over. So I could essentially surround Zagreb with my territory if I was so inclined. FPS 13, we're loading. I'll storm Yugoslavia this next turn. Barbarians. Okie dokie. Convoy unloading at Reggio Calabria. Declaring war, boys. Are you sure I want to declare war? Yes, it's the only way I can go at this point. Ah, looks like I'm at war with Greece, too. Got the Hellenic Navy going on. Good night, Tito. Got some tanks. Back them up with some artillery. Artillery accompaniment does a lot more. They don't have any planes here, so it'll really just be... Would it be a waste? Airstrike mode? Ah, no, it's a ranged attack. They don't do much, but... Nah. Alright, I'm just gonna tell these guys to sleep until I know that there's some planes going on. So Greece declared war on me. Am I at war with anyone else? I don't think so. Costly attack. It was a safe attack before, now it's costly. You see, so I'm capturing territory as this stuff is going on. Put some heavy artillery there. And if you want to have a good time, join the infantry. Okie dokie. We got a land factory almost done in Milan. I'm too sexy for Milan, New York, and Japan. Oh, I forgot to bombard Split. My loss. First term at war. First turn at war isn't always a charm. So, I've got a timer running, by the way. So when I'm done, I'm just gonna sign out and save and be done. And upload this to YouTube, my dudes. The barbarians, I mean... Oh no, Yugoslav's a city-state. Who are the barbarians in this scenario? Maybe partisans, I've never played this. We're gonna see, because... I've committed to play this all the way through if it gets any views whatsoever. Alrighty. If you come any closer to us, we will be forced to bombard you with our catapults. It's a dense forest in Yugoslavia here. I believe you have to take with infantry too, just like in the main game. Costly attack? Safe attack. Strange indeed. Now these guys can go farther away. So I'm gonna get these guys right up close. Safe attack. Alrighty. Making leaps and bounds on the Yugoslavian front. Not sure how I'm gonna deal with Greece. But we'll see. We will see. They've sent one infantry. I don't think Greece was... They beat some Turk roaches. Oh, I can attack melee. I'm gonna go to diplomacy really quick, just double check who I'm at war with. Diplomacy overview. I'm doing fine with Romania. I hope we get some Iron Legion shit going on. Sweden, yes! Slovakia, Hungary, Iceland, Yugoslavia, major powers. Greece shouldn't even be a major power. They should be a city-state, but they needed another... If the game was designed right, I think Romania may have even been a better, like, major power. Don't you think? Choose production. We got enough money for now. Medium air factory, maybe? And you stay on alert, buddy. I'll move these up to Trieste. I think airstrikes do pretty good against infantry. But how much manpower? We can only use more manpower. Bologna. Broadcast. And you go to sleep. Good, sir. Some field gun, higher velocities, flatter trajectories than howitzers, armor units. Okay, this front's mainly going to be defensive, so I'm going to go with that. I think I can actually overrun Yugoslavia with the army I have right now, which is nice. Very nice. Turn for Greece. Greece will be coming up soon. Maybe they're coming down with the Hellenic Navy. You never know. Does anybody here? Let me know in the comments. Was the Greek Navy? Did they even play a part in World War II, or was it more like the Turkish wars? Okay, waiting for barbarians, whoever those are. Barbarian still. Alrighty. One of my favorite genres of music is unironically like those post-Yugoslav patriot music. Like, you know, the Ljubo Mauser. And I'm not talking about like the remove kebab meme, but like the Garda Panzeri thing. That is a meme, but you know what I'm talking about. And I love how, like, if you listen to the, like, Bosnian patriot music and the Croatian patriot music from the, you know, same time period, a lot of it is just, like, covers of the Serbian stuff, or vice versa. What came first, the chicken or the egg? But with different lyrics that are, like, pro-Bosnia. Which has led me to believe in some cases, I'll rebase all these planes to Zagreb just to establish my control. Because they don't like me very much. Yeah, but anyways, post-Yugoslav patriot music, it leads me to believe that part of the start of the Yugo Wars were somebody dropping their mixtape on the region. No, but I mean, Montenegro was really the biggest traitor in that whole situation, but that's not what we're talking about today. I'm all moved. Any outstanding production? No, looking good. I think I do actually have like 5 or 7 turns until France goes to war with Germany. Nice. Got a couple here. I'm gonna surround this guy. We're getting our promised land from World War I, guys. This is why we went all fashy to begin with. Got ripped off in World War I and nobody gave us Croatia. Or at least Trieste and Dalmatia. That's why Italy switched sides in the First World War, because they had the alliance with the Central Powers. I was gonna say the Axis, but it wasn't that back then. They had the alliance with the Central Powers, but they really they didn't see what they could gain from being in an alliance with the Central Powers, because a lot of their territory that they actually wanted to have was in Austria. Also, like, a lot of people think that Italians, it's just because, oh yeah, Italians are lame soldiers. But the whole thing with, like, the Italians not doing that well in World War II was mostly because Benito Mussolini purged a lot of the best officers from the pre-fascist era. Let's move these guys forward. Consolidate my rule on this region. But he purged a lot of the generals and stuff from the pre-fascist era, so a lot of the well-trained generals in the Italian army were not up to snuff. They weren't as good as some other generals. Looks like the Yugoslavs are planning a counterattack. Wait, no, they're attacking Albania at the same time. I didn't know I had Albania as an ally. Albania, you truly are our greatest ally. Tobruk, that's broken. Herkelion. I'm actually gonna move some... No, I think my navy's best off right here. Ah, 2-on-1. We can win this, guys. Let's do it. Roads. Roads isn't at that much risk because they can't even land infantry. Move this guy over here. Can't move this guy anywhere, really. And, whatever, you guys go to sleep. Just have you there for air superiority if necessary. Choose production. An administrative building. Adolf Hitler has declared war on Poland. Hey, Adolf. Sempai notice me. Trade. Defensive pact? This deal will work as it stands on the table. Senpai noticed me. Thank you, Uncle Laddie. Making territorial gains. Again, I'm just preparing to get shit kicked by the French and Soviets. I have declared war on Charles de Gaulle. I thought Charles de Gaulle declared war on me, but I will still win at least the naval war, blockade some of his ports, and that'll be that. And the war's in full force on the Italian front, 1939. So his battleships are hugging the coast for some reason. So, you know, speaking of the invasion of Poland, I'm not even gonna get into the Polish-Albanian hyper war. But it looks like Winston Churchill's here. Okie dokie. Not even gonna declare, not even gonna get into the, you know, fake stuff, but... Ah, French guy. Anyways, about the invasion of Poland, the USSR declared war on Poland at like the same day that the Nazis did. So the whole, oh, it was to protect Polish sovereignty thing is BS. It was just an agenda. This is a big battleship. Let's just take Split and then we'll be able to split with this navy. Ha ha ha. Do you get it? Split? Move this artillery over here. Can it still attack? Yes, it can. Is this an oil field? Yes. But the whole defending Polish sovereignty thing, I think we all know was sort of BS. There we go, took split. Then them infantry do some damage, fam. And also, before the war started, like, Stalin invited the Polish High Command of generals to like a conference or a dinner, some sort of a gathering in Moscow, and they never came back. So that's why quite a few of them got just rolled right over. Move these submarines out of the way, this destroyer. Not that it'll do much, because it's not like they can't move. Now you see what I mean with the naval battles, and like if you can get rid of one, you've got a bigger advantage. As always. But they never came back, and so that's a lot of the reason the Poles performed fairly poorly. They tried really hard. I do admire the Poles' grit. Oh yeah, and this front's active too now. I didn't want this to be such an active front this time, but you take the cards you're dealt. Get these guys out into the Sahara. Lenin. Let's see, something about Benghazi over here. So, okay, just to recap, because we are almost done for the day. Since we began as Italy, Benito Mussolini, I have created a defensive pact with Germany that I'm going to hold to my greatest ability. We've increased our manufacturing capacity. France declared war on us a little later, and we're waging naval battle with France, and since they're more occupied with Alsace, Lorraine, and places like that, I don't expect a huge counterattack at Nice, but it may happen. But mostly naval warfare on this front. Britain declared war on me, but it's mostly just in Africa. They're running convoys to Greece. I'm at war with Greece, which I'm not that worried about. And Yugoslavia is falling underneath the Italian Faccio jackboot. So that is it for this session. I am going to save, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Conncast playing Civilization 5, Gods and Kings with the Red World War II mod.